This is my upgraded 76 volt Razer MX 500, and today we're going to talk about why this is better than a SURRON or a Talaria. Let's do it. Alright guys, so first things first, I guess I have to apologize to all those Talaria and SURRON guys out there for the title of this video, but we are going to talk about why I think that my upgraded Razer MX 500 is a better option potentially than a SURRON or a Talaria. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to talk about in this video is price. Price is always going to be the most important thing in everything. It will determine whether you buy a bike or you don't buy a bike. And price is really a big thing that is going to be in favor of this Razer. So if you want to buy a new SURRON today, it's going to cost you about $4,350, at least from Luna-Cycle. You could opt to spend a little bit more and get the Talaria R, which is as of today $4,500. Generally, that makes more sense because they upgraded the motor, they upgraded the battery. It's now 30% more powerful. So let's just say, you're probably going to go with the Talaria. It's $4,500. Now, $4,500 is more than the price that I got my CRF 250L full-size real motorcycle for. So it really is super, super expensive. Now, if you're anything like me, $4,500 is just too much to spend on something like that, especially if you already have another bike and this is going to be a second bike. Now, with that said, I still really wanted to get into the e-bike life and test it out to see how I liked it, and that's when I found Electro & Co, specifically through Surronster's videos, and I found out that this kit actually exists. So price is pretty straightforward because you can either spend $4,500 on a Talaria, which is going to get you a 60 volt or 66 volt battery, or conversely, you could go this route. So $4,500 for an e-bike is really especially a lot when you're not even certain if you're going to be into the whole e-bike type thing, especially if you're like me coming from a gas bike. So this Razer gave me the perfect opportunity to sort of dip my toes in the water, see how I like it, see if I would be about that e-bike life. And who knows, maybe down the line I will buy a Talaria. But what's most important about price here is that this kit from Electro & Co, for the biggest battery, it costs you $1,500, $1,500. If you buy the bike brand new like I did, as of today, I saw it's $449. So you're looking at just under $2,000 to get this whole bike together, whole kit, everything good to go. So for just under $2,000, you have a bike that is more powerful than a stock SURRON. So from a pricing standpoint, it really just makes a lot of sense. Now, with price comes power, as you can see on these wheelies. So from a power perspective, this thing makes more power than a stock SURRON. At least the battery is bigger and it's quicker from my tests than a stock SURRON or a stock Talaria. So this Razer currently has a 76 volt battery, 20 amp hours, a 5,000 watt motor, and a Kelly controller to control all the power that goes to the bike. So the power on this is incredible. Now you can opt to go for a cheaper, smaller battery like 48 volt or 52 volt, whatever, but you're not going to get quite the same amount of top end or torque as you do with the large 76 volt battery. So you could cut this down from $2,000 to about $1,500. But for power, if you go with the biggest battery option from Electro & Co, you're looking at about 76 volts, top speed of about 40 miles an hour with the stock gearing, and a shitload of torque, as you can see. And she'll just wheelie forever. She'll wheelie as long as you can. Now, if the wheelies aren't proof enough, let me show you how quickly this thing burns out. Look at that. Now it stinks. And then we'll also show you how it gets up to speed. We got a little speedometer here too. Right up to 25, 30, 35, 36. Let's just say it definitely goes faster than you would ever want to really ride this or feel comfortable riding it. The power is really incredible on this tiny little bike. The other thing to consider is it's so small, so light, and has such a short wheelbase that wheelies are easy. It'll really lift up the front wheel just so simply. Now at this point you guys are probably wondering, well Connor, if it's less than half the price of a Talaria or a SURRON, it has more power, and it just wheelies for days, then why would I ever get a SURRON? How come everyone doesn't get this? Well, that brings us to our next section, and that is definitely going to be ergonomics of the bike itself. We'll get to that now. So guys, in terms of ergonomics, There's really no escaping it. You're gonna look silly on this bike. It's a small bike. It's made for children. If you're familiar with gas bikes, I'd say it's about the same size as a CRF 50. So you're gonna look comically large on this thing. I'm sitting all the way down, basically on the ground on this little thing, so it's gonna be a lot smaller. Now, in terms of the cockpit for myself, I upgraded the handlebars to Pro Taper bars. This means they sit a little higher, they're a little wider, so I'm not bumping into my knees quite as much. My feet honestly fit pretty comfortably on this thing. I'm 5'11", and I fit this just fine. Yes, you're gonna be, big for the bike. You're gonna be sitting right at the end of the bike, but for me, it really is pretty dang comfortable. I think you can comfortably ride this thing all the way up to like 6'1", 6'2" potentially, and not have too much comfort issues. Now, one thing I will say is if you are a heavier set person, then this might not be as great of a ride. You can see the suspension even when I'm wheeling it. Let's go all the way back to balance point. Yep, it'll actually bottom out. Now, I am upgrading the suspension. That comes obviously at an extra cost, but that'll sort of solve that problem. But if you are, pushing 200 plus, then this is probably going to be less and less comfortable. So the bigger, the taller you are, the less comfortable it's going to be. But if you're below like 200 pounds, under 6'2", you'll fit this just fine. Let's pull right up on the water here because this looks beautiful right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Boathouse. So guys, I guess I should have some sort of conclusion in all of this, and that would be that this really is an awesome way to get into e-bikes without having to really fully spend a ton of money, aka $4,500 at least before any upgrades, and it's just a good way to dip your toes in the water. The power is incredible, the range is incredible. It's the same as about a stock SURRON, 30 to 40 miles, depending on how you ride. And it just really gets you into the e-bike scene. You're able to ride with SURRONs, Talarias. You can keep up with them totally. You may even be faster than the stock ones. So it just gets you into the scene for way cheaper. There's a little bit less overhead involved, and it's still loads and loads of fun. Now, will I someday get a SURRON or a Talaria? Honestly, probably. But this thing was just such a good way to dip my toes into the water, find out if I really like this whole e-bike life thing, and I certainly do. And this bike also will not be going anywhere. Well guys, I hope this video didn't create too much controversy, me saying this little razor is better than a Talaria or a SURRON, but those are just some of my opinions. I really do love this thing. I think it's a great way to get into the e-bike game. As always, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really do appreciate it. We're on our road to 2,000 right now. So really appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe. But anyways, guys, I will catch you next time. Peace.